Hey, my rhubarb fanatics. I am in the kitchen with the whole new rhubarb recipe. This is something I wrote a while ago and have never made and never tried yet. But this is an attempt to make a savory rhubarb sauce. So as you see, I'm sweating down some onions here, get a nice saute on them. Once they loosen up a little bit, I'll move on. I'm going to add some ginger. I'll chop that way finer, of course, before it goes in. Some garlic. We've got a jar of tomatoes. We have our spices, which are white and black peppercorns, which I ground roughly, some star anise and some bay. Of course, we've got the rhubarb. We've got some honey for sweetness, a little lime juice for acidity, and some chicken stock to add some more flavor, more savoriness to it. And so this is where it begins. I am making, or attempting to make, a recipe I wrote a while ago. I have no idea how it's going to turn out. Do not know if it's going to taste good or not. But hey, experimentation, part of the process. So, Mark's Savory Rhubarb Sauce. Test one. So the onions had time to saute for a little while, get nice and soft. And then I went in with the chopped ginger right away. After that point in time, let the ginger saute in there for a while as well, until it was nice and fragrant. And then I just went in with the chopped garlic now. The garlic you don't want in there for very long. Garlic burns really quickly. And burnt garlic has an acrid flavor to it that is not good. So I've got a nice initial little heat on. I can smell the garlic, so I know it's fragrant. I'm going in with the can of tomatoes. And I'm going to go in with all my spices and herbs. I'll be back in a second. We're back. Sorry about that. It's just too heavy for me to lift that and pour the spices in properly. But we're back to the game now. I've turned the heat up a little bit. I've got all my spices in. I got my tomatoes in. I want this to cook for a little while again now. I want those tomatoes to start breaking down. And I want it all to take on a bit of a color to it as well. As the tomatoes cook, they'll kind of, it's almost like they'll lose a bit of redness and take on a little bit more of a kind of a toasty, roasty kind of color. So there's my bay leaves. I got pepper, white pepper, black pepper, and star anise in here. And that's about it, plus the bay leaves. And with the garlic and the ginger that's in here already, and the onion, we'll be adding honey and lime, and of course the rhubarb and chicken stock. And again, I have no idea if this is going to taste good or not. Because, you know, sometimes when you design a recipe for the first time, you've never actually had it, who knows? It could be hit and miss. So I'll let this go for a while. Once this is done, I'll deglaze with the chicken stock. And then in goes the rhubarb and the honey and the lime juice. And then we let it go until it kind of comes to a sauce-like consistency, whatever that ends up meaning. So the experiment continues. It smells fantastic at this point, though. The garlic and the ginger are coming through beautiful at this point. So, who knows? Who knows? See you soon, rhubarb fanatics. Well, my rhubarb fanatics, everything is in the pan now except for the rhubarb. I just did a little taste of how the broth tastes that's in here right now, and it tastes fantastic. It is like a little peppery. It's got a little bit of hint of that star anise, a little sweet from the honey, and a little bit of flavor from that lime in the background. It actually is a really nice tasting sauce in and of itself right now as a base for a savory sauce. But I'm about to throw in the rhubarb. And this will be where it happens, if it happens. So, stay tuned. You never know what's going to happen here at Chez Mark's. Woohoo! Rhubarb savory sauce? We'll see. And we're back. My friends, hey! The savory rhubarb sauce is done, doing its thing. I had no idea what the sauce was going to be when I started making it. It's gone through so many stages of, I think I'm going to throw this away, to this could be a pork sauce, to this could be a pasta sauce, or this could be a good dip for shrimp. And in the end, what I've made here, honestly, is a rhubarb pasta sauce. It is going to taste amazing on pasta. I haven't tried it on it yet, but I know the taste profile. So here's a little bit of the sauce. We're going to do a bit of a taste test. Just 2 seconds. Hey, so here we go, my friends, the finished pasta sauce. This actually is a rhubarb pasta sauce. I have no doubt it's going to taste fantastic on pasta. So, final test. Shall we see? Mmm. Mmm. A hint of sour from the rhubarb. Just a hint. It tastes almost meaty, even though there's no meat in this at all. It has this mouthfeel that it almost feels like it's kind of meaty in flavor, and it's not. This is, purely well, I guess the chicken stock. That could be where the meaty flavor is coming from, but I'm surprising. I've cut the pepper down a little bit when I make this again, and I will make this again. This is really good. And a little bit less pepper. It's a little bit too peppery. The recipe I post will have the adjustments for the pepper and the lime juice a bit, but this is going to taste amazing on pasta. Some Parmesan cheese on top of it to kind of up that creaminess, up that fucking little bit of salty. Oh, I can't wait to try this. This, my friends, I figured it out. I made a rhubarb pasta sauce, and it's awesome. All right, rhubarb weirdos, we'll talk soon.